our penchant, or if you like, our liking for not punishing wrongdoing appears to have blighted any good intentions in this regard. The Independent National Electoral Commission, the INEC, has vowed that it would soon take action on the case of the suspended Resident Electoral Commissioner, that's the REC, in Adamawa State, Barrister Hudu Yunusa-Ari. INEC National Commissioner Festus Okoye made this known. Are we persuaded? Are we convinced for once that something would happen?
My fingers are crossed.
Okay.
I'm waiting because there are so many issues that has to do with INEC. And this is not the first. So until there is a conclusion on this one, before I believe, I don't know. I can't say. And this is coming from a place of, I have seen so many things, and it never ended conclusively. So we are waiting. And whatever it is they are going to do, they should come with the proof. They should come with, cogent evidence, because here I see conflict of interest. So whose end is it tilting towards? We are going to wait and see.
Bola, are you seeing through what she's saying?
I'm seeing through what she's saying. You see, we've been having cases of electoral malpractices in this country. How many people can we say, or can we point at that, look, they've been jailed? You see, I don't know, maybe it's right. Maybe I'm right to pronounce it as, they will say that this is a prima facie case. You see, this was a man we saw. We knew the individual votes before the rerun on April 15. Then, before we knew what happened, somebody, we don't know whether it's an angel.
That's it in your picture.
Okay. We don't know. Maybe it's an angel. This same man, supported by the Commissioner of Police in the state,
the director of DSS?
DSS, they went there and they declared somebody that didn't win, or suppose somebody that didn't win. They declared her as being elected. Okay, fine. He disappeared. We didn't see him until May 2nd. When he came, he was arrested. Okay? 5th of May, they released him. And since then, we've not had anything. Now, Dr. Festus Okoye came out yesterday and is telling us that, well, they are discussing with the police investigative team. For how long are they going to discuss with the police? Something must be wrong somewhere. You see, as I said, Professor Banji Oyeyinka said one thing. He's an advisor to African Development Bank president. He said one thing. He said, we have good policies in Nigeria. But what is missing is good people.
To implement the good policies.
The good policies.
Yeah.
Then if that should be the case, for how long are we going to continue to have people like that? And we saw the case of the REC, the former Adamawa. What of other people? They're perpetrating evil and working against the interests of Nigeria in INEC. We have other people like that. We saw it in Lagos here. We saw it in other places during the last election. But basically, I will not say that actually affected the sanctity of the election. No, generally no. But what I'm saying is that if what we saw glaringly in Adamawa is not punished, I think we are asking other offenders to feast on the nation and make sure that the sanctity of what Nigerians want does not happen.
Yeah, even about, you know, the fly in the ointment appears to be the fact that we hardly punish bad behavior or wrongdoing. And as they said, prima facie cases are lost. Even when you see the facts are there, you know. Are we ever going to begin to punish bad behavior?
We hope and we look forward to it because, you know, there's something about Nigerians, a particular behavior will just take over and it becomes normal, irrespective of the fact that it is very abnormal.
Yeah, you're told time will heal everything.
So
is it, sorry, is it necessarily true that we have a very short memory?
maybe we have gotten used to deceiving ourselves. Because, you know, of course I can recall events that happened 10, 20 years ago. I wouldn't know how old I was, but I remember that there was an armed robber that was Oyenusi. And whether I heard, whether I knew, I can't remember. But I could recall the stories about all his activities.
Bola will tell you, at the time he reigned, Nigeria had 12 states. And he had robbed in all 12 excepting my state at that time, Cross River.
Why? You people were invisible.
He said there was nothing to take in that part of the world.
So if anyone sits somewhere and believes that Nigerians don't remember.
But essentially he was punished.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was then.
He was punished.
And reason for recalling his time and the event that took place then was because there were deterrents put in place.
Yeah.
But today, once the story breaks out and everybody talks about it, it's like, as you're talking about it, it will gradually fizzle out.
Yeah.
And nobody gets to talk about it again. We haven't forgotten, but nobody gets to talk about it because other events would have overtaken it.
Paula, remember that this is relative to what we're discussing. The president does not have the power, constitutional power, to sign a death warrant. Only governors do.
Governors, yes.
As we sit here, over 3,000 condemned, awaiting the hangman, you know, in many of the correction centers. Would we ever get there?
Well, you see, what I can only pray is that
we pray too much.
We pray.
Go on.
Let's continue to pray. You see, maybe one day or the other we will be like Denmark, Sweden, and Finland, whereby they are giving out prisons for other things.
They're paying for prisoners.
No, not paying prisoners.
No. What I mean, they are praying for prisoners.
Well, prisoners to come in, but there are no prisoners because life is good.
Yeah.
Why do you want to go and steal? Why do you want to go and kill? Maybe we will get there one day. And I pray it should be very soon.
Through prayers.
No, it's not through prayers.
Okay.
By working very well. Look at what we are witnessing in less than a month now, with the administration of President Tinubu. We saw him taking some decisions, critical decisions, and he doesn't want to say no. And he's still going, taking other decisions. That is what we want. Maybe by the time we have food, where people are well engaged, then we have lights, electricity that people can use to work, and many other things, put in place that are developmental oriented. I think we will get there.
All right.
I think
I remember that song.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Maybe Ibn Ambo wants to add, I'll take you there.
Oh!
But essentially, I think it has got to a stage in our development, in our evolution, now that we're retooling our country, because it's possible to make this country work. I keep saying there was a country before in this country. We can go back there.
It's very possible.
Let's start with this particular one we are talking about. Let's punish wrongdoing for once, because we can. Okay then.